All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back. It's day 721 on my journey to 2000, where I play a game of chess every day, put it on YouTube for folks to watch, track my progress on chess.com, learn from those who subscribe, and I'm currently 1466. After a win yesterday, but unfortunately, the screen capture messed up. Don't worry. The individual responsible has been put on a performance improvement plan. And if we have another strike, we call them strikes here at Chess with Patrick. If that person gets another strike within a 30-day period, just not a good fit, right? But let's see if we can get the technology working today. I do have everything set up, and I think the issue was that person, who shall remain anonymous, instead of saving to desktop after the screen was recorded, saved to mail and then didn't actually mail the recording anywhere and just hit cancel. Again, my apologies, and rest assured that I'm taking care of it. I run a pretty tight ship over here. Let's see who I'm playing today. Yes, A4404884, rated 1468, out of Germany, with the Queen's Pawn opening. Similar to yesterday's game, I know you guys didn't see the traditional recording, but similar to yesterday's game, I was not able to be matched up against somebody with the 10 minutes 5-second increment parameters. And so today I am doing another 10-minute even game. Shoot. Well, I guess I'm here. And then I'm here. They come down and pin. Oh, no. Alright. Let's attack the queen, get it off its square, and then I can take. Whew. This game is flying by here. A4404-884. Very similar rated. Very similarly rated. And now comes the hard part. What to do? What to do? What to do? Alright, so now I've got this square that's going to be interesting. Let's see, what gets undefended? So if I'm here, then they've got two attackers on this pawn. And they're attacking my queen. So I won't be pushing quite yet. Is there a way to get another attacker on there? Yes, but that leaves room for checks. Can I push this? There's no check possibility because the knight's here. I can come here and check. This pawn's hanging. This rook's not doing much over there. Let's get him in the game. Kick this knight. How do I push? There comes the attack on the queen. Be careful for forks. If this, then they got this. If this, then they check here. Ooh. Yikes. Question for everybody: why does everyone move so quickly? Or how can everybody move so quickly? Not just moving quickly, but they play well when they move quickly. I take, they can check. I would go here, and that's mate. Yeah. So I think I'm gonna take this, and then I will take this pawn. But I'm not gonna recapture the pawn because of this square. Here, close off the king, and then I can use my king better. I'm not gonna fall for that one, so I'm gonna push. This is a mate threat. There we go. Whew. Thank you for the game. A44048884. Back-to-back wins on this 10-minute zero increment setting, but not without its stress. I played with 78% accuracy, and I came back from the bottom. They had a mate in 6 that I survived somehow. They played super well. One blunder, 1 miss, 2 mistakes I had. They had 0 blunders, 1 miss, 5 mistakes. Let's go through it here. Queen's pawn, played it pretty well. Yep. All good except for this one. Because they could have opened it up in the center. They'd have a fork possibility here. So in order for me to defend against this, I'd have to attack the knight. They could fork. But then take. They're winning, but not by much. A better move would have been to just exchange the... Okay, so I was thinking about this, but that helps the knight develop. So after the knight recaptures, there's queen d6, but this knight's protected. I guess there's nowhere for the knight to go. And then, depending on what white does, I castle queenside. I've got rook and the queen opened up. and then it's just an even game at that point. But instead, this gave them pretty decent advantage here. The better way to defend against that was knight d7, so I could go knight f8. But I'd go knight g8, and they pushed the pawn, which was a mistake. It was a mistake because after queen to f6, I've got, now my queen's into the action, threatening this. Like there's takes. They should have pinned the knight. I thought that was what was going to happen, but after this, I make the wrong move anyways, and then they take with check. I have to take back, and then the queen comes in. But then I think I play a series of decent moves where they take the bishop, I recapture with the pawn. They kick the knight, they come back. They bring in their knight. I come over with the best move of rook to g8, which this move was, I think, the move that took me the longest to think about, and I'm glad that I found the best move possible. That was about a minute. And then I push, which was also the best move. And while the game is even here, I completely give it away with this move because of the knight takes, the queen takes, and then the knight coming in with the attack on the queen while winning a pawn. I didn't see. I knew this had two defenders, but after getting rid of one, this way, and then getting rid of the other that way, then that just leaves it. Instead of the pawn push, so in my head I was thinking if they take, then I take, and I've got, positions, spots for my knight to be here. And if they don't take, then I could take, and have this check possibility, knight coming in. So I had some ideas, but didn't see that this exchange netted out to be a disadvantage for me. And so then another mistake here, which gave them mate in 6. However, they blundered, or they missed. The better move would have been to go queen h1, because I wouldn't be able to take it, and then they'd have access to these squares. So with queen to h3, I take, best move, and then the game is even. And I'm glad I didn't fall for this move here, because this is a fork. I'm glad I didn't fall for this move here, because this is a fork. But I kicked the rook, and then find a way to get my king into the game. And then they blunder with letting me take the pawn and forking their pieces. And then I've got the mate threat here. That at this point, they probably just threw in the towel. And I think they probably saw the mate and just gave me the game. So thank you, 844-04-884 for the game. It was an exciting one. And there you have it, folks. Day 721 in the books. I'm now rated 1474. Until next time.